The crystalline chamber of the Galactic Council gleamed with an otherworldly luminescence, casting long shadows across the faces of representatives from 1,000 worlds. At the center of the vast amphitheater, to humans stood alone Amanda Martinez and Sunny Chen, ambassadors from a planet the Council had deemed too dangerous to join their ranks. "You do not understand what you're asking," High Chancellor Vexither rumbled, his 3 eyes narrowing at the audacity before him. His species had ruled the Council for millennia, their word law across 73 star systems. Humanity's admission would destabilize everything we have built. Amanda's jaw tightened, but her voice remained steady. "With respect, Chancellor, you don't understand what you're rejecting. We didn't come here to beg. We came to warn you." A ripple of unease spread through the chamber. The Cathani delegates' scales shifted from blue to alarmed purple. The Zorothian ambassador's tentacles coiled defensively. Even the typically stoic mechanist's optical sensors flickered with what might have been concern. Sunny stepped forward, his hand resting on a data pad that contained information the Council had spent considerable resources trying to suppress. 3 cycles ago, your exploratory vessel discovered Earth. You cataloged our species, our weapons, our peculiarities. He paused, meeting the gazes of the assembled representatives. "What you failed to understand is why we are the way we are. We know enough." Counselor Thress interrupted, her melodious voice dripping with disdain. "A species that weaponizes everything, that refuses to abandon their dying for the good of the many, that forms emotional bonds with creatures of lesser intelligence. You are chaotic, unpredictable, and fundamentally incompatible with civilized society. You're afraid of us," Amanda said softly, and the chamber fell silent. The accusation hung in the air like a blade. No one dared breathe. "Not of our weapons," she continued, walking slowly along the speaking floor. "Not of our ships, though they were you. You're afraid because we do things that shouldn't be possible, because we survive things that kill other species, because we come back from extinction-level events and somehow thrive." Sunny activated the data pad, and holographic images filled the chamber. Humanity's history, projected for all to see. "We evolved on a death world, not the controlled environments you call planets. Earth tried to kill us at every turn. Ice ages, supervolcanoes, asteroid impacts, plagues that should have ended us. And we're still here." The images shifted, showing human achievements that defied galactic understanding. Expeditions to frozen wastelands and scorching deserts. Voyages across violent oceans in wooden vessels. Medical procedures performed in battlefield conditions with primitive tools. "You want to know our secret?" Amanda asked. "It's simple. We're too stubborn to die, and too compassionate to leave anyone behind. Compassion is weakness," Vexither declared, but his voice lacked its earlier conviction. "Is it?" Sunny challenged. "When the plague struck Kepler 442, who answered your distress call? When the Draxian moon colony lost life support, who flew through a debris field to rescue them? When the Council's own peacekeepers were trapped behind enemy lines during the frontier conflicts, who went in after them?" "Humans," whispered someone in the gallery. "Every time," Amanda confirmed. "Not because we wanted payment or territory or favors, because it was the right thing to do, because we've been the ones who needed rescuing, and we remember what it feels like." She pulled up another image, the infamous Battle of Proxima Station, where a single human freighter crew had held off a pirate fleet, long enough for civilian transports to escape. Captain Riley knew his ship couldn't win. His crew knew they were going to die. They did it anyway. Do you know what his last transmission said? The chamber was utterly silent. "Someone has to." 3 words that sum up humanity better than any treaty or declaration. Someone has to stand up. Someone has to fight. Someone has to care. Vexither shifted uncomfortably on his elevated platform. "You make yourselves sound noble, but we've seen your wars, your cruelty, your capacity for destruction. We never claimed to be perfect," Sunny said quietly. "We're contradictions wrapped in determination. We can be petty and grand, cruel and kind, all within the same breath. But here's what you need to understand: that same ferocity we show in war, we show in protecting those we love. That same stubbornness that makes us difficult makes us reliable. That same chaos you fear makes us adaptable." Amanda moved to stand beside Sunny. presenting a united front. The real reason you're afraid isn't because we're strong. It's because we make you question your own choices. When faced with impossible odds, you calculate survival probabilities and make rational decisions. We make impossible decisions and somehow survive anyway. The Void Collective is coming, Sunny said, his voice cutting through the chamber like a knife. Your intelligence knows it. We've seen your classified reports. They've already consumed 3 sectors, and they're headed this way. The council erupted in chaos. Representatives shouted denials, demanded to know how humans had accessed secured information, called for the ambassador's immediate expulsion. Vexither raised his hand, and silence fell. What do you know of the collective? Everything your models predict, Amanda said. And something they don't. We know how to fight them. Not because we're smarter or better equipped, because we've faced extinction before. And we learned something you never had to how to win when winning is impossible. And you'll share this knowledge? Thruss asked skeptically. Out of the goodness of your hearts. No, Sunny replied. We'll share it because when the collective arrives, they won't care about your council's rules or your carefully maintained order. They'll just consume everything in their path. And when that happens, you're going to need someone crazy enough to fight back. Amanda smiled, and there was something predatory in it. You're going to need humans. The question is whether you'll accept our help before it's too late, or after you've lost everything trying to maintain the illusion that you don't need us. The vote that followed wasn't unanimous, but it was sufficient. As Amanda and Sunny left the chamber now, representatives of the newest member of the Galactic Council, Vexither, approached them. I hope you understand what you've done, he said quietly. You've made yourself responsible for billions of lives. Sunny met his gaze without flinching. Someone has to, and as words spread through the galaxy that humanity had finally joined the council, something interesting happened. The species that had feared them began to hope, because if the impossible was coming, perhaps it was best to have the impossible on your side. The Void Collective would learn soon enough what the council was beginning to understand. Humanity didn't just survive against impossible odds, they thrived on them.